They don't want to tell us anything that Hunter's doing or anything that's going on. I mean, this is the second time this has happened, because I do recall he was there at the White House at the time the illicit substance was found. They didn't want to tell us that. It came out all after the fact. Well, they also didn't want to tell us he was visiting right now. And yet, look who got off the helicopter. I got to show you the video because nobody knew he was on the helicopter. They're supposed to actually release all this information. They're supposed to release who's in the White House. And, you know, the Marine One stuff is something that the reporters have access to. And so you can imagine the surprise when they see, lo and behold, Hunter Biden at it again, getting off Marine One, enjoying all the privileges that his dad has. Watch.
We were all just watching the first family's return from Delaware on Marine One, and my colleague Peter Ducey noticed someone hop off the chopper who was not on the passenger list the White House gave us. Hunter Biden. So Hunter is apparently here at the White House after defying a congressional subpoena while being indicted and facing a maximum of 17 years behind bars on the financial crimes, plus another 25 on the gun charges that he is facing, John.
What a guy. But, you know, hey, he's got to go home for Christmas, right? It's just a little thing. But it speaks volumes in the sense that the dad is consistently trying to cover for his son at all times. And think about the fact that he was subpoenaed by Congress and he refused to show up for the subpoena. I mean, he came to D.C., presumably, I guess, to see dad and then also to give that little briefing outside the Capitol building in which he blamed MAGA Republicans, right? That's how they're defining it now. MAGA Republicans. He blamed them.
For 6 years, MAGA Republicans have impugned my character, invaded my privacy. They have ridiculed my struggle with addiction. They have belittled my recovery. And they have tried to dehumanize me, all to embarrass and damage my father.
I'm sorry, buddy. It was your laptop. And no, people didn't actually go looking for this laptop. It actually came to the FBI long before Rudy Giuliani even knew about it, long before you left it at that computer repair shop. You see, it came because the FBI found out that you were kind of doing some other stuff. There was some kind of amateur, I don't even like saying this. I can't believe I have to say this stuff. Amateur porn ring thing that the FBI was investigating that somehow led back to the Hunter Biden laptop. And then you had the 70 plus suspicious activity reports that had been filed with Treasury because U.S. banks, 6 U.S. banks, like big ones, like JP Morgan, Bank of America came forward and said, hey, you know, this is looking a little sketchy because they got money coming in from China. They got money coming in from Romania. They got money coming in from Ukraine. And typically, when you have large sums like that, there's some kind of paper trail where it suggests, well, okay, this person did this work and therefore got this money for it. And yet this didn't exist for Hunter Biden.